Hey everybody, it's tequila time. So wanting to figure out what I wanted to do tonight for my Friday video, and trying to come up with some different things that I don't know. Just need to do something different. I don't want to do drink throughs of whole brands till I have close to almost everything. So I thought, what do I have enough of that we can talk about and just I don't know, talk about them, drink some of them. So we're going to start with these. Oh, and I decided to do reposados. So we're going to talk about a few of them along the way. Um, some of them are a little different. Most of them are all they're all around the 80 proof category. So we'll just start. I can't get them all on camera, so maybe I can. Okay, bring them all on camera. They'll just be in front of me. So we have Cascaween Reposado, very delicious, and it's at 42%. Very light in color, as you can see, but lots of agave flavor. Good reposado tequila. Same with Cascaween. This is a special edition. I can't pronounce it, so I just call it SVD. And this is the special edition Cascaween reposado. And this one is at 45%, which is 90 proof. And very, very delicious. Very expensive, too. uh, so I've had this for a little while. Again, just they took the regular Blanco in the square bottle, the Plata 48, and the Tahona, blended them and then aged them. Ooh, very good. Let's go to this side, and then I have a Volan's single barrel reposado. This one was done by Mike's Liquor here in Kansas City. This was the second fill, I believe, of a Heaven Hill barrel. This is really good. I have had the regular reposado before. It's really good. This, just because it's a single barrel, has more of the barrel notes that are more present. This is my third bottle. Sorry. It's really good. Then we'll come back here to Suerte. And this, for a budget brand, and I don't want to call it a budget brand, but this is Tahona. It's cooked on Horno. It's Tahona Stone, macerated. It's fermentation, the whole bit. This is good, and for the price, this is excellent. This is one of the first additive-free brands that I tried. Really liked it, and you got to have some of that, and then we'll start to see on the front, and then we have Tequila Ocho Añejo. This is Corobilos Estate, and this is very good, as you can tell. I like it. Again, at 40%, not very expensive. It's really fairly reasonable. Now we're going to get in a little higher in price, but not bad. One of my new favorites is Lost Lore, and this is their regular reposado at 40%. And as you can tell, I like it too. I'm gonna have to get another one, but this is one of the new brands. This is one of my favorites, just across the board. Love that one too. Then we're down to these two. So let's stick. Yeah. So anyway, we keep going up, except for the SVD. We keep going up in price from where I started. But anyway, price, it doesn't really matter to me. How much do I like it? Because if I don't like it, I don't have it. So, and as I have said over and over again, this here's one of my favorites. This is one of the ones that got me started. Reposado from Fortaleza. Um, if I could afford to drink this all day, I'd drink this all day. This is, unfortunately, tends to be the one that I judge everything else against originally. So you want to compare this to this? You can't. You want to compare this to this? You can't. Flavor profile is different. Flavor profile is different. But this is my Wonder Juice. Love this stuff to death. So then we move on to the next. And this is something a little different. And some of you that know me know that I first tried this brand about 2 years ago, and this particular expression. And I was like, oh my God, this is different. So this is, I'm going to tell you, and this is the reposado. You can see how much darker, if I can get it around here, how much darker it is than most of the other ones. This is horno cooked, but in a wood fired oven, not a steam fired oven. And then it is at, come on, 42%. So with the wood, as far as the cooking goes, it's also the copper pot still is also wood fired. So the only time that any of this comes actually in contact with smoke or fire is during the open air fermentation. And during that open air fermentation, we somehow get smoke into for the fibers in the fermentation in the tank as it's doing its thing. Somehow this comes out in the distillation. This has a little bit of a smoke to it, very light but different. So it kind of gives it that mezcal or artisanal tequila making. They use all mesquite wood, and that's what throws it off for those of us that have lived in Texas or know. Man, Texas barbecue with mesquite, that's something else. This is something else. So through all of these, we get a little variations in proof. And so so many different flavor profiles. I gotta spit it out. So the Fortaleza, yeah, I know it's hard to come by. Like I said, I'm Kansas City areas hit and miss. Sometimes we hit more than we miss. The Volans, you can find it anywhere. The single barrels, Mike's still got cases of this sitting on the floor. Suerte, a little harder to find. Occasionally you can find it. This actually came straight from Colorado. The Cascaween. This is becoming more and more available in the Kansas City area. This one, you can find it anywhere. And it's really delicious. Lost Lore, it's getting that way too. You can find it anywhere. And it's very, very delicious. Now, Lost Lore's got 3 different reposados. They're all basically the same. They have the age series. There's 2 different barrels that they aged them in. I missed out on the first one. I got one of the second one. That was the one that was finished in a Imperial Vanilla Stout beer barrel. That was really good. I liked it. It was something different. This reposado was different. And then I also have a high proof. Then, last but not least, we have the SVD. I was just lucky to get it. I'm right place at right time. And for the price of 3 bottles, I got 1. Well, I saved it for quite a while before I opened it for special occasion. So it's one of those things when I usually do those. I leave them for a special occasion. That's what my Tears is for. My Tears Old Urona. I'm going to open it someday. Maybe I'll open it at Christmas. Maybe New Year's. I think this is more like in the category when I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put a little of a couple of these in a glass that we can get. I can compare the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the darkest 2. And The darkest two for me right now is going to be the Amatea and the Sorte. Let's turn it the wrong way. Sorte. So I'm going to pour them in a glass. I'm going to pour them each in a glass so we can compare the colors. Grab another glass. So first things first, let's pour all of this into the glass. I know you can't see the glass. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Okay, since I got the Swarte in the right hand, and I'm right-handed, put this up to the, so you can see the color. Very nice straw color. It sticks to the glass fairly well. I don't know if you can see them. There we go. There's some legs running down the glass. Agave forward. A little bit of citrus. Smells delicious. Now, the Amatea Reposado. Look how much darker that is. I mean, it's more golden than it is straw. And it coats the glass really well. I mean, it's not even turning into legs. It's just sticking to the glass. Give her a smell. See, there's that just a hint of that mesquite smoke. Get some fresh air in there. Agave. A little salinity. Yeah, get this. Let's give her a taste. So, yeah, you get the barrel notes, a little bit of the cinnamon. This is on the Swarte. It's good. Get the minerality. It's just a well-rounded, very inexpensive tequila. You can buy this online, about as cheap as you can buy it in the store. They always have special deals going on. Join the club. They always buy 3 bottles, get free shipping, things of that nature. Special pricing. They have I haven't tried them yet, but they have ready to drinks with real tequila in them, not some other hard seltzer. No, real tequila. I know they do ranch water, margarita, and a Paloma. Check them out. They're supposed to be really good. Give her another drink. Mm. Yeah. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Can't beat it. Can't beat it for the price. Can't. Mm-mm. You ask me what the price is? I don't remember. Again, I don't pay attention to the price especially after I bought it. I want to know what it tastes like. I want to, that's what's more important to me than how much it cost. This is evident of that. This is evident of that. Well, I have one more reposado of Fortaleza, but it's the winter blend, and there's like much left in the bottle. I'm really hoping that this year I'm able to procure a 2024 winter blend. It hasn't made it to Kansas City yet, but we're trying. I keep messing with my hat. There, straight. So we get to this. Get to the I'm gonna tell you. So they do a blanco, a repo, an añejo. I have the añejo, a little bit of añejo up there. Um, and the añejo looks as dark as bourbon. I mean, it looks more like an extra añejo. And then they have a high proof blanco, and they have a new one called Barabbas, I believe, and it is 110 proof. It's infused with fruit, plums, mangoes. Seems like there was something else. They figured out a way to do that. I've tasted it twice. Delicious. It just hasn't made it to here. I mean, it on the Missouri side, but I went and did the tasting with Ian at Tequila Burps um, at Uncorked, and we did a full drink through with the new one and with the master distiller himself. So, um, man, Alberto Perdilla, magician, I'm telling you. Let's give this puppy a taste. Yep. Mm-mm-mm. Smooth. Coats the mouth nice. There's that smoke. Just ever so lightly. It's delicious. My brother-in-law, first time we had it, he goes, "Where did you get that?" He goes, "I've never had tequila that tastes that way." I said, "Well, me neither. It looked good. I thought I'd try it. A little pricey. I think this was in the $75 to $80 range, but it's small batch. Alberto can't do more than that. It's small batch. He runs out of agaves. He's done. So he stockpiles his agaves. He does his run. He decides which one it's going to be, and that's what they do till they get more agaves into the distillery. So really nice guy. Met him personally. Um, he's he's part of that Perdilla family. They all it's kind of like you're the Perdilla family, the Cuervo family. You have the Camarena family. You know, and then we won't talk about the Souza family. you know, so I mean they all have been doing this. The families have been doing this for years and years. So it's you know there's different brands within the families that no, they're not additive free. Additive free. This was his choice. He wanted to do something different than anybody else that had done in the family, and wanted to go back to the old artisanal ways. Great stuff. Great stuff. The añejo. Oh my. Fruit notes all over the place because of how long it's been in the wood. This has got some. It's but the agave forward and the minerality and the touch of smoke. Just where did how do you get that make that go through the distillation? I mean, they do it. I get it. I understand how it happens. It happens with Scotch. When they use peat, when they cook the grains, when they do, they use peat that is smoky, and that's where that comes from. But this is just different, and it wouldn't be the same if they used steam. Would not be the same. Mm-mm-mm. So, wow, it's just so different. You'll have to try it. Find some place that has it. Get it. Try a little bit of it. Find somebody that'll share some with you. It's it's just good. So we're going to do one more, then I'm going to close it out for this. Got a busy weekend this weekend. My father-in-law, his birthday is December the 7th, 1941, and always joked with him that His mother had popped him out when she found out about Pearl Harbor. The funny part was is they didn't find out about Pearl Harbor till 3 weeks later. That's how out in the boonies they lived. No radio, no electricity. Yeah, he kind of grew up in Log Cabin, but he's a really wonderful guy. I'm glad he allowed me to marry his daughter, and we miss her. I miss her every day, but she would be not in a good place if she was still living. So we're glad she's up in heaven with her grandmas and her grandpas and her aunts and uncles that have passed before us. So, uh, to you, babe. Things down the pike. Um, I have been fortunate to acquire. It's in transit of the Dos de Muertos from Hovens from Yayo. So I'm going to try to, in the near future, probably procure one of the reposados, and then we will do the best that I can. I'm not going to get a tropical. I tried it. It's okay, just not my cup of tea. Then I want to get a reposado, and we'll do a drink through of Yayo from Blanco all the way to Hovens. Um, and then I want to try to do a drink through of Lost Lore here in the future. And finally, but not leastly, we're going to do a drink through of Fortaleza. I have everything of regular expressions from them. We have to crack open a new bottle or two, but I do have the Blanco Reposado and Yeho, which has not been opened. That's the only bottle I have of it. And then I have a still strength. And like I said, I have a little bit of 2023 winter blend. So we'll try to do that. And if somewhere along the line I procure 2024, we'll add that to it. But those are some of the things I'm thinking about down the line. Maybe we get closer to Christmas. That might be when I do the. Then again, you never know. I change my mind like all the time. So, um, to all of you, again, Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon. We'll be trying to recording still twice a week, probably right up to Christmas, and then probably take a little time off in mid to late February. Going to Mexico, going to Tequila, Guadalajara. We're still planning it. We've got part of it planned. We haven't, I tried making reservations to distilleries, and they're like, "You're not going to do that till February." It's like, can you just call us back after the first of the year? We don't have a calendar for next year yet. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So the plans are there. We're probably going to hit 2, maybe 3, and on this trip. Um, and the ones I'm going to hit are going to be, for sure, are going to be Fortaleza. Um, that's bucket list trip for me. I want to go see the villa. I want to go see the lake, all that stuff. And then since we're staying at Casa Salas, I want to go to El Tequilino. We may walk around. We may go to Orandine just because it's there close. Um, we're gonna be in. We're gonna be there for 2 days, maybe going on 3. Then we're gonna go back to Guadalajara and be there for 3 days. So I may try to hit a couple places around Guadalajara. May go try to do a little hunting. Um, we're gonna play it by ear. Relax. It's winter time up. It'll be winter time up here, colder and crap. Mexico, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna want it sun and cervezas and tequilas and tacos. So, just a good time to relax with my sister and her husband Brad, and just having a good relaxing time. I am going to try to film as much as I can. So that means I have to take almost all, not all, but a lot of my equipment because I use my phone as my camera, other than when I'm using the webcam for my remote stuff. But I'll have to download that off my phone onto the PC. So I'll take my laptop and my and my external hard drive so I can keep that stuff off my phone, um, and probably my battery backup so I have plenty of juice. But um, that's my plan. Um, I tend to fly by the seat of my pants most of the time when it comes to filming and going to locations. I have to probably schedule a little bit better for this, but if I had unlimited time, I would hit everybody. I go see Sergio Cruz and Sergio Vivanco. I go see Chava at Cascaween, which I may because it's on the way back to Guadalajara. We'll have to check into that. Um, I would like to go see the guys at Cascanes. They don't really do tours yet, but they said, hey, if you're going to be there, let us know. We'll see what we can do. And and just different things that I just want to absorb. I like absorbing the culture. Get all touchy feely about the tequila families and so on. It would be nice to be able to go up to G4 and Ocho and maybe Tapatio, but they're so far out to the east. I don't think I'm going to have time for that, let alone be able to get that far out. If I had more time than a couple of days, maybe. Of course, we can go back to Guadalajara. I'm halfway there from Tequila. But we're going to do that. But we're going to relax and we're going to enjoy the food and we're going to enjoy the atmosphere of being in that part of Mexico. We normally go to Cabo and just become pool lizards and just relax. So this is going to be a little different. We'll be doing some walking, but we will probably be some pool lizards for a while. Um, but I just want to be able to enjoy my time there. This may be a one and only thing. It may be the beginning of something different. So, I want to try one more tequila before we go. And I think what I'm going to do, because it's probably so next to the Sorte, this is probably one of the more budgeted brands, but this is the Cascarine. This is their bread and butter. This is where everything starts. This one in the Blanco, and everything goes from there. And this one has a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mouthfeel. Um, it runs in the $40 range, the $50 range. Um, we're right in that same category as this one. It's immediately it's agave forward. You get some of those baking spices from the barrel. It's got a great, great tears and legs running down the glass. Glass is a little dirty. But touching it too much. Not drinking enough. Down the hatch. Mm. Cooked agave. A little bit of pepper there. It's just it would be great for mixing drinks. It's great for drinking straight. It's just a good overall tequila. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly vegetal. It's not overly smooth. It's just perfect. Just perfect. So if you can find it, buy it. I mean, you can't. You're not going to go broke buying this bottle. You're not going to go broke buying this bottle. And you're not going to go broke buying this bottle. But you're not going to go broke buying this bottle either. Whoops. It's just a little higher than the other two. 3. And the Volans and the regular Reposados still probably in the $50 to $60 range. The single barrels are more expensive. They're single barrels. They're supposed to be. But to Chava, wonderful stuff. To Guillermo, of course, wonderful stuff. To Sergio Cruz, Vivanco, and Arturo Lamas, This is good stuff. If I drink it all, I'm gonna be drunk. And to the Camarinas, especially Carlos, man, we've already talked about Alberto. Who to leave out? Well, I don't know the guys' names for here, but the guys from Colorado, they sure knew what they were doing when they started this. So don't forget, it's always tequila time. And we will see you next time on this Bat channel or some other Bat channel. And I hope to see you. Please like and subscribe. Trying to get some of these, get our membership up a little bit. Buying tequila is not cheap. And if we can get up to some, we can get up to the right amount of subscribers, maybe we can make a little money. I am looking into shirts. I'm going to have to make a design. It's going to be something similar to this. It's tequila time. I'll have to become something a little more original. But I've got a company that will take care of making them, shipping them, pricing them, taking the money. All I got to do is submit a design in what I want to use for shirts. And being who I am, I mean, I'm a t-shirt guy a lot of the time, but every once in a while I like a polo shirt, and it looks a little more professional when you go out to do tastings, or if you go out to public events, that you're dressed a little bit better than in a t-shirt. But it doesn't say have to, but that's just something I'm going to look into. And like I said, I will let you all know when I bring that up, and we'll put a permanent link in to go to this place to look for those shirts. The place I'm looking at, and one of the reasons why I'm looking at it, is they carry more than just t-shirts and hoodies. They carry men's clothes, women's clothes. They'll put the logo on anything. And so they have a couple different prices on polo shirts and t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts and hoodies, and like I said, women's size and style clothing that we can put our logos on. So it's something I'm looking at. And so I just want to let everybody know that it's always tequila time, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.